In this demonstration, we're going to use the powerful rendering tools that are available in Argon to make this bowl that we made in an earlier demonstration look like real wood. Let's get started. In order to bring up the render library, we have to go to Window, Render Library. And there it is, and it happens to be set to Materials, and my choice is Wood. Now, from the last demonstration, I told you this was a mahogany bowl, so we're going to find mahogany. It happens to be over here. By the way, all of the wood choices show up on top. Here's mahogany. Notice the little hand on top of this mahogany swatch. In order to make my bowl mahogany, all I have to do is hold the left mouse button down. The hand turns to a fist. I've grabbed the wood. Take the wood down to the bowl now turned hot, let up on the mouse, and voila, the bowl has turned into mahogany. You can't see that yet, but I'll show you in a bit that I'm telling you the truth. And let's go ahead and render a scene. Let's put in a background. Since that wood was such a rich color, there's no sense in trying to make it compete with the colorful background, so let's go ahead and select this grayscale, this gradiated grayscale background, hold down the left mouse button, grab it, drag it over here to the background area, let up, and we no longer need the render library. So we'll turn it off. Okay, now under photo render, to see what we've done, we have a choice called preview render. It's the very top one. It's really fast. It leaves crude images, but it gives you an idea of where we are in the rendering process. The rendering process is a trial and error process. So let's see what we've got. Yikes, that's not too good. Okay, let's see if we can't fix it. What's going on here? Well, here's the deal. Every rendered material that you have available to you in Argon is nothing more than a little JPEG image. So when you grab that image and slap it on your project, it takes it and wraps it around and duplicates itself and makes copies of itself, so the whole thing is covered. We don't want that right here. We want one image that's stretched around so that it looks more like a real piece of wood. In order to fix that, we're going to come down to the bowl, right-click, and come down to Edit Material. And up comes the Render Material Settings dialog box. Okay, here's the truth. Rendering is a big, big time investment. It's a trial and error process. There's a lot of words here that I had never heard of before when I started this, and some I still don't understand. It's a scientific application of a computer for light and materials, and it's unbelievably powerful. It's in Argon. Unless you have a real need to do it, I usually don't do this. But let's go ahead and make our bowl. Come down to Texture Space. And the first thing you'll notice is that this thing is set for Z-plane. However, I've got a bowl here. I don't have a flat surface. So let's go ahead and change this to cylindrical. Okay? And let's go ahead and move this out of our way and put it back up here. And the first thing I want to do is scale around axis. Well, I'm going to just try a number. Let's just pick 22. By the way, down in the lower left corner, it tells you the range. I can go from 0 to infinity. Let's just try 22. And then the scale along axis is 5. Okay, I did this earlier, so I know these work. All right, let's hit OK. Let's come back up to photo render. By the way, you see the little jaggies here? That's what anti-alias gets rid of. And so under photo render, we come down to the bottom one, which is the most powerful one of all. It's Ray Trace Render, Shadows On, Anti-Alias. Let's click it. And look at this. There is our bowl. Let's go ahead and turn this around a little bit and get that nice grain pattern face in us. One more render, Ray Trace Render, Anti-Alias on, and voila, there's our bowl. It's fast, fun. Well, okay, it's not that fast, but it's definitely fun. There are a lot of things to learn, and there are so many different woods you can play with. You can get a really great idea of what your project is going to look like before you even get out into the shop. There you go. Have fun.